Where's the host?
I mean,
where's the host?
It's 11:30. It's a live show. Is he on his own show right now?
That could be. Maybe they're going late. I haven't been listening today. But I see a painting of Blind Mike.
There he is, coming on.
There he is.
So we're live, Kirk.
What's up, Kirk?
Hello, Kirk.
Oh, he's gonna kill Justin. This could be it. This could be it. He's muted. Why aren't I in the picture?
We can't hear
Justin
you, Kirk.
Is done. Oh, this is it. Like, look at his face. He's not joking. He's fuming.
Now he's joking.
Right?
Oh, we can't hear you, Kirk.
I think he's fucking with us right now.
No, because I don't think so.
Justin's a mongoloid too. He's just back there, just hitting a million buttons.
I mean, you can't
this is the host of our live
You can't
show.
expect that guy, the huge guy, Trudeau, right?
Oh,
Justin.
yeah, the fuck? What the
There
fuck?
we go.
There we go.
What the fuck is going on here?
I didn't mute it there. You were unmuted, and then someone else muted you.
He's
Is that
blaming
Justin?
you.
Can anybody hear me? Can anybody fucking
Yeah,
hear
we
me?
can hear you now.
We got you. But
What
he
the
blamed you there.
Blamed who?
He
Who blamed
blamed Kirk. I heard him saying, I didn't mute it.
No, he's talking to Justin, I think.
You're blaming me, Justin?
No, of course not.
Good afternoon, morning, whatever. Hello, fine.
Why were you late?
I wasn't late. I was here at 11:28 waiting to get fucking patched in. I was here.
Oh,
Yeah, the show ended. I was here.
so whose fault was that?
I don't know. Justin? Austin? I
So,
don't
so
know.
you have Justin, that big guy. He's your like number one guy now.
Like
Dave,
Hodor from
everyone's dropping out. We thought we hired that guy, Mick. He just dropped out. I am
No.
Justin. We have nobody left. Nobody wants to work on the show. I don't know why. But nobody wants to work on the show.
I'm just picturing
It's not good.
Justin
Not good. He's
banging around in one of those like the behind the glass and a real thing, just breaking the glass, smashing buttons, fire going up.
There's like a
and-
chicken parm sub flying around.
and you can't get mad at him like that.
You can't.
He is what he is. He is not supposed to be the guy doing
No.
the tech stuff. That's
No.
not
The worst casting of all time.
his fingers can't even like make it onto a button.
No, in like other producers when they're by themselves are kind of quiet. But you're right. When you watch him, he goes from like one side of the glass to the other. You can't really see. So his face is like right here, and everything's just flying around. It's complete chaos. So.
And Dave, I don't know if you always hear Kirk's show, but Justin and I've had horrible pimples before, but he comes in with just whitehead bombs, and Kirk immediately goes.
Yeah,
Talks
I've
to
seen
the
him talk
Even
about
from
it.
a mile away. Yeah,
So-
he's an enormous one today.
So what happened to this other guy?
So we went on the road last week. We did these shows. We did Black Friday contest winners. We went to their houses and did shows. We picked random people, one in North Dakota, one in South Dakota. So we brought Mick with us on the trip, and Justin and Mick just didn't get along.
Now
and-
Mick is the guy, the cheap shot artist from basketball.
no, that's Gus.
That's Gus.
So
Mick's the guy who, like Al Qaeda threw something through his window one time, right? Kirk?
Yeah, Mick's he's crazy. So he and Justin now. So yesterday he announced he's not a candidate for the producer job anymore. So as you know, I talked to you a couple weeks ago. We're trying to hire a second producer, but nobody wants the job. Nobody.
So why
Nobody.
didn't Mick go and then drop out? Because he and Justin don't get along?
Yeah, Justin was and then Justin ratted him out today. Said he had a bunch of burner accounts. Said he was doing drugs on the trip. So it's just it's a disaster right
So
now.
Justin kind of wants to keep control of this
Yes.
thing. He's
That's what I said on the
like,
show today. He wants these producers are always the same. He likes having his own apartment now. He's got the studio apartment in there, and I think he likes the way that is. He doesn't want a roommate. So we're trying to figure it out. We'll find somebody. I hope. I guess. I don't know. Anyway,
It is funny though, Kirk, that your show you bring in these kind of producers because they're huge fans of yours, but by being huge fans of yours, they're so crazy that then it can't last very long. So
True.
it's kind of like a double-edged sword.
sure, Whit, but like Coleman didn't know anything about the show when we brought him in.
Yeah, look how that worked.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know what to do anymore. I give up. Like I don't even know who to hire. I don't know what to
has
do.
that communication with Coleman been totally cut?
With the New York Times, no. I think he's talking.
No, I mean, but like, does he talk to you?
He talks to Justin. I haven't talked. What am I going to talk to him about?
No,
Okay.
I'm just
Valid.
curious whether
Yeah.
he's trying to like stay in the. I often have people like if they leave Barstool, they're under the delusion like I want to talk to them ever again. It's like, hey, let's stay in touch. And I'm all, it's like, we're not gonna, like, I
hard feelings, but yeah.
Yeah, I have no interest in you as a human.
You don't even talk to people who are working here now.
Correct.
That is true. Yeah.
It was actually funny. Like somebody's like, oh, have you been over to Dave's house and then talking? I was like, no. He's like, he hasn't invited you over. I was like, he would never. But I'm saying it as I get it. I just understand that's who you are. You're just this curmudgeon that doesn't really want to talk or deal with anyone.
I saw Francis had a whole blog post a week or two ago about communicating with Dave via.
That was a funny blog.
And it was. And I was kind of like, well, that wasn't, I mean, I'm sure you have the same thing. But like my relationship with Dave is great, but like the producer thing. I called you, what was it, a week or two ago, Dave, said, hey, I'm going to hire another producer. You said, great. And that was it. Like, we're not going to talk for 20 minutes on the phone. Like, why are we going to do that?
Yeah. Yeah. When Francis was going through his personal issues, like, so maybe we hang out in Montauk. He's like, no.
There's no interest.
Yeah. Like, no, that's not going to happen. No interest in that.
I thought you went out with him in Miami one night, though.
If I've gone out with Francis, it was never planned. I don't believe. I don't remember the Miami night you're talking about, but you have to, if you're going to hang out with me, you have to do what Gaz does. Hey, I'm coming to your house Friday. That's what he says. Like, there's no discussion. No, you want to hang out. It's just, I'm going to be at your house on Friday. It's like, oh, great.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, that's literally happening tomorrow. He's like, I'm getting off the bus at noon. I'll be at your house. So. Like, all right, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. So,
do you guys understand this? We touched on it briefly last week. Do you guys understand fully the Kevin, Karim?
No, I saw the blog by Karim though, and I was like, this guy hates Kevin. I mean, like blow after blow. I was like, Jesus Christ.
And Kevin responded. They're both around, right? If we need them. So I don't really So neither one of you guys can articulate this at all because I don't understand what the fuck is going on. The guy was on with Billy Football.
I saw that. I saw the interview.
I don't really know what that guy's talking about.
Well, I understand what he's saying. It sounded like he was saying Alex Bennett, which I 100%. I was on the record. I said, I don't believe that Alex Bennett hired a troll firm to go after Kevin. That made no sense to me. But would Alex Bennett, it's not really a troll firm, would she try to pay for fake engagement on her new gig? 100%. That's like 100%. Look at these two.
Look at these two.
This looks like a divorced couple at therapy.
I don't even know this guy. I don't know this dude.
It actually looks like a sentencing of like a serial killer, and like the family's about to give a statement.
I'm stunned he came today. He didn't come on the rundown yesterday. I didn't think he was going to be here today.
I already said this because I didn't want to be on. Can one of you guys
explain to me?
Can I give my understanding of it, and then they can correct it?
Yeah, good.
So Karim did digging, ran into this troll farm guy. There was a rumor that Alex Bennett bought a troll farm to attack Kevin. That's what I heard. Kevin talked about it on KFC radio as the guy cleared up with Audiocratic, which may be the craze that Billy Football's like the guy who clears up the Barstool stories.
Yeah,
like the way they do it. Let me get this straight. Karim then eviscerated Kevin a blog being like, Kevin's a moron for ever thinking this. I was in the impression Karim was the one who floated this concept.
So did I.
Right. Yeah, now, that's the fucking story.
Now, but Karim clearly disagrees, but that's how I understood it. Now, from what I've understood, Karim's like, Kevin's a moron for running with it because I never said that. That's the only thing I can assume.
Go ahead, boys.
You're saying that he ran with like fake info, right?
It's info that you brought up.
No, basically it was like a game of telephone where like Feidelberg told Kevin that they were like attacking her when by the time they talked about it on KFC radio, which is the whole thing that I was saying, like we never talked about this publicly. We were just having conversations in the office like we always do, and there was like
time out, but that right there.
Isn't that public?
Yeah, first of all, that's fucking ridiculous. And second of all, when we went on KFC radio, as like right as we were about to start, because I was about to like explode on Alex Bennett, and Feidelberg came in and said that the guys out front were like, we don't really know anymore. This guy seems like he might be crazy and it might not be true. So then the KFC radio segment just became like, this is the anatomy of gossip and rumor at Barstool. This is what the office is talking about. Here's what might be happening. Here's what might not be happening. And that was the segment. And then this fucking psycho loses his goddamn mind over one tweet where all I was doing was making fun of Billy Football and the fucking troll farm loser who is the biggest scumbag of this whole fucking thing, where all I was doing was making fun of the fact that those guys would not say any names in their video. And you went flying off the fucking handle because you're a psychopath school shooter. And I was like, I don't even know you, dude.
Well, you tweeted that I was a liar, and
because
I made it up.
I said I
had the proof that I put in the blog.
The tweet said, "Why are these guys talking like it's in the CIA?" All they were saying was like, "Who may or may not be involved. I may not be able to confirm." So I said, "I'll save you 4 minutes." Alex Bennett bought a hype farm. She didn't buy trolls, and Karim lied about it. That's what the guys were saying. That's what I was saying.
Been like, apparently Karim lied, allegedly.
Okay,
you tweeted
fucking
your, like,
psychopath.
Followers.
How about you just say? How about you just say, "Hey man, you could have said apparently," rather than writing a fucking novel about me, you fucking loser.
I DM'd you and I explained it to you, and you called. You were like, "Oh, you're a fucking psycho." I was
You
like,
are.
All right,
That's a crazy response, and then an even crazier response to blog about it like that.
I've been told
You're a
that
professional troll, and you got bad info, and then when we talked about it, we're the weirdos.
It wasn't
Still
bad
don't know
info.
what the
We
fuck
found
is
out
going-
it was fake. And you
So
talked about
the guy,
it.
the guy.
You
the
went
guy,
digging around. Wait. You went digging around on Reddit. That's what you do, right? You went digging around. You found some shit. You offered to pay off someone else's debt.
All right, that part is
more information.
That part is a lot.
Well, that's just
apparently
made
owed
up.
$2,000, and Kevin thinks I like offered to pay the guy and was.
Well, why is that the story then?
I don't mind the digging, to be
No,
honest.
I don't
Like,
mind
if
either.
we-
I don't mind either. But I'm
I
saying that's
DM'd
what
him.
you do. And then when a story is all of a sudden talked about, you're like, "Oh, it's wrong. It's a lie. You fucking idiot."
I didn't pay him anything. I DM'd him word for word, "What's the tea?" And he was just making shit up about Alex Bennett. And I was like, well, this can't be true. Because then he said like Justin Timberlake was buying his services and like Alex Earl, and he was just going on about all these people that were buying. I was like, no one knows who you are, dude. Like, this is like a very small.
So all of these details are just made up.
What details?
All of these, everything that was been talked about at the office.
Yeah, I think he's
I thought they were
a
going
crazed
after
stoolie
Jackie.
that just like
I thought
has...
it came out Jackie was getting attacked.
Right, and then after that interview where the guy said like, none of this is real, Kareem's lying, this is all fake. As soon as the interview ended, he told Billy Football, he's like, by the way, all of this is true, and actually the person they were targeting was Jackie, which is the girl on our show.
That's what happened at the end of the interview?
Not on the air. As soon as it cut, that guy was basically, I think, trying to save his business because it's like if you're a professional troll farm runner and you talk about it publicly, no one's ever going to fucking use you. So I think he tried to save face with that. But then as soon as the interview ended, he told Billy like, "Oh, by the way, all of that is real. It was all true, and the person that was targeted was not Kevin or John. It was Jackie."
But the only reason he ever went on was because the whole why I don't want this to be a thing is because we're just promoting this guy's business.
Well, that was why it was crazy for Billy to do it. I don't know why you're lumping me in because I was just talking about an anonymous troll owner, and I was talking about how if you run a troll farm, you're a fucking asshole. Billy's the one putting his face and his business out there, but this all originated with you.
Is it actually a troll? It seems like it's more like
it's whatever you want. You just pay people.
Farming.
Yes,
yeah.
But it's like some of the shit says like you'll never sleep again at night. Your person will never sleep again, or we'll teach them a lesson. Or you can buy the hype. It's like we just get whatever you want to be done is what you pay for.
Was she doing any of this while she was at the company, or is this all
I'm
since
sure
she
she
started?
was.
Yeah.
And to be honest, we don't know. We don't know at this point, based on anything this guy says.
This guy is completely. It's basically the whole discussion is almost like, do you believe it or not? Because I could see a world where that is totally ridiculous, and I would hope that anybody with a shred of like dignity and talent wouldn't do that. But on the other hand, I'm like, I don't know. It seems like that's maybe something they would do.
She would buy views. But Kareem, you said, do you stand by it? You said he's the KFC's the biggest liar and the dumbest fuck on the planet.
Yeah, you hate him, huh?
You stand by that?
I don't hate him. I just think he's stupid for believing it. But I think
why? It's like you tell me something, and then and then also when I went on the show, if you listen to anything I said, I was like, I every single time I opened my mouth, I had a disclaimer of like, I'm now being told this is not really true, but people are saying this, and this is what I might believe, and blah blah blah.
Kareem, didn't you say it? Didn't this come from you in the live version? Originated from you, from this guy?
What live version? I quickly found out he was. I quickly found out the guy was lying, so I was like, "This is a stupid story. He's just trying to promote his business by using."
By then, you had told everybody in the office. So everyone's talking about it.
Walk around and be like, "Hey, did you hear about this troll farm?" Like,
did you talk about it in the office at Barstool Sports?
Yeah,
I mean, come on, bro. Do you
like
work here or not?
You can't do that. You can't walk around and be like it was privately. Private.
No, it wasn't private. It was a
office.
conversation, but it never was like on camera. We were just talking about it in the office.
So you were talking about it in the office,
and
I talked about it.
Never like tweeted
the office on my show.
You tweeted like that. This is nasty work or whatever. That Alex Bennett was doing this, and then
Yeah, because I was told she was doing it.
Yeah, you could have just been like, "Hey, is this true?" And no. And then you would
by the time, yeah, literally, by the time at that point, everybody believed it to be true. By the time I was recording, you told me you told John it was fake. I don't talk to you at all, man. You fucking scare me, so I don't ever talk to you. But by the time
you went with what Karim said,
and then Karim's like, "You fucking idiot."
No, he went through a telephone version of what was
Karim,
said.
you can see why people think this is crazy. I mean, you are calling him stupid and an idiot and asshole for doing what you thought was true.
I didn't think it was true, though. I did not think it was true. No, never. I thought the most I ever thought was that it was 50-50. Well, that's why.
Yes, that is true.
I saw the original,
and I was like, "That's enough for me." I'm going to talk about it.
I saw the original Reddit post, and I was like, "Oh, like this may or may not be true." I DM'd him. I just said, "What's the tea?" Didn't offer to pay him $2,000 for the info, and he quickly was like,
"Be like Kevin's a moron for ever believing it." If you go down the 50-50, if you go down the path of what
50-50 until he started talking. I talked to the guy for like 2 minutes, and I was like, "This is fake."
Kevin didn't talk to the guy.
Okay. But I'm saying
I don't know that Kevin's dumb for believing. It seemed preposterous, but
right. I didn't go on a podcast and was like, "Oh, I think Alex Bennett's hiring trolls." I was just like, "Oh yeah, this is probably fake."
I went on a podcast and said someone at my office is telling me this,
without asking the person, and then just thinking that I was like paying this guy for info. And
I guess I needed to do my due diligence on office gossip at Barstool. By the time I was talking on KFC Radio, it was about the whether it was true or not.
Yeah, it seems naive to think like office gossip isn't going to make its way to the public. That's
like,
I'm not surprised that we're talking about it 3 weeks later.
I even said to John, like,
I
was like, "Oh, this is a shame that
Billy Football had him on."
I even said to John, it's a shame. Like, I wanted to, like unleash on these girls, and then I was like, whatever. It'll still be good for numbers. It'll be a good episode to talk about gossip and mean girls and all that sort of shit because that's what we do here.
The funniest part is definitely how serious Billy Football took.
Oh my God!
Interview.
You would have thought they were talking to like the CIA. It was insane. I can't confirm or deny that the people that may or may not be involved have one. It's
What's
crazy.
the name of his show? Did you say it was Audio?
Audiocratic. Listen, when Billy Football got separated from PMT and macrodosing, he's one of those guys capable of anything.
Oh,
he was like tethered to them, and now he's just floating. He's just floating in space.
Yeah. Listen, I was involved in the discussions. He says it was maybe mutual / he was asked to leave. But the point is,
he's a wild card.
He's an absolute wild card, and anything can end up on that channel. That is like, who's the crazy conspiracy guy? Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
Like he's a couple yards away from having his own Barstool Alex Jones show that anything can happen. And it starts with a guy like this this troll farm guy.
No surprise that biggest fan of that show is Dante the Don. Dante will end up being co-host of that show within a week.
100% co-host, and they're gonna spend six years trying to prove I'm part of the Illuminati.
That show's getting sued for sure at one point.
100%. Not even a
doubt. We're good with these guys, right? All right, boys.
Yeah, we're good.
Thanks, guys. Did you hit?
Karim hates Kevin though.
What? I didn't even understand what his issue is. It didn't make any sense. I didn't even get it.
It really didn't.
Did you hit the buys for Rough and Rowdy? Did you get your number?
We did not get to the number. We're close to it. We're just Rough and Rowdy from a business sense. It's been going a long time. There's tons of fight options that didn't exist when we started, like bare knuckle fighting, influencer. So there's a lot more competition. We still do well, but we gotta think of something to spice it up if we're gonna continue it for sure.
I was doing one of my shows that night. I hadn't watched the fight until 2 days ago. Zach Abel fucking beat the shit out of Mikey.
Who was judging that fight?
That wasn't even close.
Mikey Betts celebrating takes some ego after you clearly lost the fight.
Who's a loser who got beat up by him in the parking lot too? I was.
That guy must have been.
I mean, Jesus,
challenged.
And Sellers. It was unbelievable.
And the post fight scruffus was all on the Betts was. Right? Yeah, Betts was the instigator. Like the Abels didn't do anything wrong. So
what's the update with them? And so they weren't arrested, right? They were just
he detained. They threatened to sue us, I guess Dan said, for saying that they were arrested on air while we were watching them get handcuffed because they said they said they were only detained.
I just saw floral shirts, like cops. Yeah. It was just a gong show.
He called me a cheap Jew, I think, because I didn't pay up on the bet, which we didn't even make, and they didn't win on this show.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, they'll do that. They go through the gauntlet of emotions, and then they'll be back to being best friends. There's certain people you don't even nothing they say really can phase you. It's just that's the Abels.
So if you try to figure out what the future is for Ruff, it will be fewer.
It's not fewer. I think you need really
bigger stars or different.
How many a year is there right now?
There could be less. There's about 4 or 5, so maybe it's once a year. I don't know. We got to evaluate it.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, Pat Bev had some nice comments though. Speaking of Jewish people, no?
I couldn't tell. I originally thought Pat Bev was talking about me.
But he was talking about the guy who signed him.
Yeah, maybe. That hasn't been clarified. He also, Pat Bev, he makes me laugh. This is what my last text exchange with Pat Bev. Let's see here. Need a favor. This is yesterday at 6:45 a.m. Need a favor. I need a rabbi. The team informed me since my girl has some Jewish in her and we've been together for 3 years, I qualify for an Israeli passport. I go, what makes you think I got rabbis on deck? I don't got any rabbis. He goes, you're Dave Portnoy. Those are the conversations we're now having with International Pat.
His quote was not all.
Hey, I need a rabbi real quick. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, Pat?
His quote was not all Jewish people are cheap. The guy that gave me this contract, he was pretty generous, Pat Beverly. So yeah, I think he was talking about the basketball. I think.
Yeah, I thought he was me at first. I was like, what a quote. He also said, if there's a bomb, he's getting the hell out of there. I agree with that, 100%.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, so
crazy. He must have got paid a shitload though to go there, right?
I think it's public, isn't it?
Oh, is it? I didn't see it.
Is it?
Oh, I don't know. Cause see if we can find it.
Like with the comment about not all Jews are cheap, like is that like gonna rattle the fan base, or is it just kind of it's Pat Bev? We're getting a great player to our team.
You know, it's definitely a stereotype. It's not one I take extreme offense to. Like as a Jew, like yeah, Jews are cheap, or like whatever.
2 years.
And he said not all Jews are cheap.
Right, it's a compliment in a way, right?
Yeah, he's a backhanded compliment.
Yeah.
Oh, $2 million a year. That's nice.
I thought it was more than that, honestly. I don't know if Jesus, to go to Israel. Well, we'll see. I don't know.
It wouldn't be on the top of my vacation destination list right now.
Have you been?
No. Never.
Do you have any
Won't they pay for any Jewish person to go over when you're younger?
Like the birthright thing?
Yeah.
There's something to that. I don't know exactly what it is. I've heard prior to all the conflict that is going on there, most people say it's absolutely spectacular. Like the beach is gorgeous, everything. Right now is not. I don't think now is the time that you'd want to visit.
No, everything's good. Would you want to go and see the history and see all that stuff, or you care about that part of your?
No, but it's not. Like I went to the Vatican, right? I took an Italy trip. I got in and out of the Vatican in 7 minutes. Like
I got no desire for that.
Like I'm not a look at. Yeah. I'd rather be at the beach. Like I don't.
Eiffel Tower doesn't do anything for you, or
for 1 second. You see it for a second.
What about a museum with like beautiful paintings?
I like looking at paintings, but
I know what you're saying though, because after you see it, like what else are you doing?
Nothing. So right. So yeah, it's cool to see it. But a whole trip, but I think Israel actually has, like, people say Tel Aviv's like a more beautiful, like, South Beach. Yeah. So that aspect of it, people rave. Again, right now is the time I go. But do I have that inherent need to, like, see history, whether it's there or anywhere? I generally don't. Like, I would rather see the Grand Canyon like wonder, which I saw, but even that, it's like my parents for their birthday gift was to make me take them to the Grand Canyon, even though they'd already seen it, but they wanted me to see it. So that was their gift to themselves. Like, you take us to the Grand Canyon.
Right.
So I saw it. And then what do you do?
Yeah. Did you did you ever get an answer why Kerr didn't play Tatum at all? Generally, like, is there? Didn't there ever be?
You're a dickhead for not rooting for Team USA, dude.
Yeah.
That's a fucked up thing.
I do like the take though. The Kerr is nothing without Curry and Jordan, though.
100%. And by the way, I saw Mad Dog give my same exact. It's a 10-day tournament. It's like,
but it's your country. It's the country represent. It's like. I just can't imagine. Like, I think of people in Canada. If like the best play, if McDavid somehow didn't play for Canada, Canadians are still rooting for Canada.
No. But to be fair, there's an inherent, deep-rooted like Canadian USA, Canadian Russia hockey rivalry. There's nothing with France. I don't fucking like LeBron. I root against LeBron consistently for 20 years straight. When he's on I don't like Durant. So suddenly I got to root for these guys when my guy's not playing, and it's who fucking cares? It's a 10-day tournament.
I just think it's a gold medal in the Olympics for your country, and just because your favorite player wasn't playing, which was nuts, you're all of a sudden eating baguettes rooting for the French.
Who cares about gold medal in basketball? Honestly, who cares? There's all these. Is like breakdancing gold medal as much as. I mean, that's a gold medal.
Not anymore. That's done now. That's out.
Yeah,
that
but
was
all
only
right.
for France.
But if Tatum was playing, you would root for America.
Yes. Yeah, but I wouldn't have lost if Tatum was playing and they lost. I look at this way: if the Celtics lost the NBA Finals, I'm losing sleep. I wouldn't. If they lose, I watch the game. I root for them. The second's over, I'm on to the next. I don't really care.
Well, I will say that when people are saying that the Curry's 3 was the biggest shot in the history of basketball, it's fucking crazy. Like the people,
that basketball is way more entertaining though. I'm not an NBA guy. That basketball, it was like better college basketball.
That was great, but I'm just saying, like, people are making, it's recency bias. The last thing that ever happened becomes like the greatest thing ever.
And these guys wouldn't have lost sleep on it either. If they like the sports,
they're playing hard though. These guys, no, they were.
Yeah, they play hard, but the sports that only matter once every 4 years, track and field, swimming, where this is it. Those
gymnastics, yeah.
Those are the ones in it, but gymnastics weirds me out. I like people are rooting for like little girls, but whatever. Those are the sports I get it. And to a degree, hockey, you have a built-in rivalry where like they're playing juniors, there's more to it. Frankly, I think it should still be amateurs in hockey and in basketball.
Well, all around for every country?
For the United States.
Fucking, they would lose.
That's how the 80 Olympics happen. Who cares if you lose? It's amateurs.
Yeah, but why? Everyone else is professional.
But you get to watch the best players in the biggest games.
The Boston Celtics would beat Team USA.
I agree with that.
Would they?
Yes.
They would have won the gold. They would have won the gold medal for sure. Because they're
100%.
Exactly.
Yeah, really?
And first of all, they have basically 4 guys, if you count Brown, who would have been on the team anyway.
When you play as a team, you're so much. You see these new super teams in the NBA. It takes them 2 months to start playing.
The Celtics would have definitely won the gold. I totally agree with that.
Steph Curry has to be one of the most likable athletes of all time, though. Like, you don't see many people who don't
agree with that.
Enjoy him. He seems like a good guy. I don't know him, but the fact he looked off LeBron and KD, I mean, that's a great clip, and everyone's rooting for him, as opposed to those other two have people who really hate both of them, I think.
Well, LeBron for sure. Yeah, I don't think it was that hard to take. I was rooting for the France and the women too.
Oh, because
Caitlyn Clark wasn't there.
Oh yeah, I was gearing that up.
Did you win that bet?
Which bet?
Didn't you bet 100,000 on the?
Yeah, for them to win the title. It's the season's still going.
Oh, that
would be to win 10 million. By the way, I urge and gamble responsibly. People are making fun of me for that bet. I don't know what the odds are now. Maybe I changed it. It's a great bet. It's a value.
Aren't they horrible?
They started 1-9. They're now 10-13. So since she's gotten since she's gotten accumulated to the league, she's taken off. She's like the best
acclimated, I think.
Acclimated.
Yeah.
She's the best player almost in the league now. Aaliyah Boston, her running mate, they're playing well together. They're in the playoffs if the season ends today. She had time off for the first time in her since playing at Iowa. All these Olympians are going to come back, be tired. I'm not saying, obviously, I win $10 million on a $100,000 bet, but if they make the playoffs, anything can happen with her on the team.
Will you hedge that?
If they make a run?
Like if they're in the second round, what do you think that would pay out? Like $400,000 maybe?
Probably. You'd think. Mitigate the risk. I mean, they're like minus 1,200 or something to make the playoffs. They're going to make the playoffs.
Do you watch all those games?
I watch her a decent amount. Yeah. She's fucking awesome. She is so good. They play totally differently. They're up style, and she's like the all-time assist leader in a season already. It's crazy.
She won't do any content with you? She's refused?
No, I've never asked.
Oh, I thought you asked for like a pizza review or something.
No. We stay in touch, Caitlyn and I.
Did she shoot like 35% or something?
No, she's over 40.
Is she? What is she shooting? 40% from the field.
Told you.
32%
wrong.
from three. That's not great.
Check out. She's like a walking triple-double at this point.
So she's averaging 5 rebounds and 8 assists. That is not a triple-double.
Well, as I said, Kirk, they started 1-9. So.
Okay, I'm just saying those are average.
Yeah, right. Take those first 10 games. If they were 2-18, if they were 2-18, I want to make it back. I didn't know we hated white girls on this show.
We do. Yes, we do. Do you want to a correction for last week? The editor you thought left or for Blabman is actually
what the fuck, Dave?
He's still here.
Yes, he's still at the company. You found out after the show?
Yeah, I found out rough and rowdy here. I was stunned. I was absolutely stunned.
So who told you he was gone, or did you just
assume he was gone?
No. Austin told me he was gone.
Okay.
And the guy never was he thinking about leaving? So that guy's watching this show, possibly getting railroaded. He's like, I'm in the office right now.
Yeah, I don't.
He's a loyal guy.
I was told he didn't want to go. I'm anonymous quote. Nobody wants to go work for Blattman. What are you, crazy? That was what I was told.
Did you hear? Did Blattman reach out to you at all since that?
No,
nothing.
Okay. Just probably has his shorts jacked up to his dick. He wears the shortest shorts.
It's the guy who went to the Empire State Building, tried to come back.
No. What's his name?
O'Day?
Oh, yeah.
The singer.
Yeah. Yes. I saw a very funny tweet, actually, that I knew would confuse. It was, who's our guy? Who is our data guy? Greer tweeted, like something to the effect, I'm straight, I'm a vet, like I'm a cowboy. And
Kamala one?
Yeah. And it was a picture of O'Day.
That was funny. What was the other thing? Did you see the Jeff Nadeau news? I hope he's okay. I see checked into an inpatient mental program the night of Rough and Rowdy. Did you see this, guys?
What?
So it says Jeff Nadeau suggested
Rico won that one
into the inpatient mental program night of R&R.
He announced it publicly? Like I'm checking into.
Did he wind up deleting the tweet, Justin, or no? He did. It said, nervous breakdown finally did me in. I'm only happy I didn't hurt anyone tonight. Wish me luck. It was a picture of a bed in a mental institution. And he said, congrats, Mikey Betts. And it was a night of Rough and Rowdy. And he deleted the tweet. So I hope he's all right.
Imagine just putting him and Bosco in like a padded room for like just only one emerges. They have a job for life. No physical contact, though. It's just a mental warfare.
Like one has to be like, all right, you win, I'm out.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have loved to have seen Rico when he saw that, though. I mean, you can't tell me he wasn't fired up.
He was
That's
through the moon.
I know
that's a fucked up tweet.
But he deleted it. So I guess he was serious. I don't know. I mean, I've been to those places.
How could you? What kind of tweet is that if he's not serious? That would be. You'd have to turn him and put him right back in there if that was a fake tweet.
But I can tell you when I've been in there, like I'm not taking pictures of the bed there.
Is that what it's like, Kirk? Like, shouldn't they throw some like pictures on the wall or something? Obviously without glass, but
Yeah, it's usually ironically pretty depressing atmosphere. But it's been a couple of years for me. I'll be back, but yeah, it is like that. You go in there and it is that first night. I think I've told this story before. I think go ahead.
They should have Bosco be the decorator. He had all paintings edited, like like the Brooklyn, like
him hitting that 3 in the Olympics instead of Curry.
Yeah, let Bosco design so he knows what you like. So for Nadeau, he'll put in a picture of like John Gotti with his arm around Nadeau or something. Like you could edit photos. That would be the perfect job for Bosco, an interior decorator for insane asylums.
I think I told the story before when I went to in 2018 when I went into Winchester. I checked in there before I went to McLean. Basically went to the hospital. They put me in the room. And I had a security guard, and the security guard was like, "Hey, just so you know, I'm a big fan." This is like a couple hours after I did it, and I'm like, "Oh, thanks." There was another pause. He's like, "What's Portnoy?" I was like, I don't want to talk about that right
He's
now.
like, are you going to be on the show Monday morning? You're like, dude.
I've gone through enough.
I will say though, for that guy, it was probably very on brand. Like, oh, Kirk, like, welcome.
Oh, yeah, he wasn't surprised at all. He's like, where the fuck have you been? What's going on?
Oh, that Nadeau tweet is crazy.
Will you text him now, Dave?
No. What am I going to say? Well, how do you say? Not to be malicious, but what do you say?
I didn't know if you'd be like, hey, everything okay?
I saw Rico in the weeds. He was attacking a Little League kid, which I do get a kick out when he's serious.
Basically call him a scumbag.
Why did he go? He always goes after the Little League organization.
Umpire.
Yeah.
He's umpires and the little. Yeah, this is.
He wants to go back to the golden age of Little League. He's obsessed with it.
Like Sean Burrows, like the
fat kids,
Chris Drury.
Yeah.
What does he hate about now that every kid has to play?
Everything. Yeah. Well, the batting order thing is ridiculous. It's like a 13. You get up like your best kid hits like twice. It's like softball where you go all the way through. But he doesn't like any of it. It's one of the all-time Rico. I guess the shortstop melted off. Like Rico. It's again Rico. Some things are bigger than sports, except harassing ex-employees' wives and things like that. That like he.
Well, they made up.
Yeah.
So one of my favorite podcasts is what is your guys' show? I can't even think of the name. The college football show.
Oh,
Pick'em. Is that everything looks good? Everything's ready, or is there question
we're
marks?
ready. No, we're going. I mean, Rico is tougher to get under his skin, to his credit, so it could be a boring show.
Oh, here's the tweet, Dave. This is last night. Little shortstop with a mouth on him from before, not talking so much now when he makes an error.
And kids balling on the field.
How old are they?
12.
He was born in
like Rico never lipped off to an.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Never.
Have you ever? Every now and again, well, a lot. Rico comes up on like TikTok or Instagram, old clips, and they make me die laughing. We were doing March Madness. Somebody sent me an email, said he wore rec specs playing CYO basketball. And I was like, did you wear rec specs? He stormed off. He threw a tantrum and stormed off.
That means it's true.
Yeah, it is.
That's a confirmation for sure.
I saw Robbie Fox write a blog or I think it was him, that AJ Soprano came in for interviews at Barstool, and he walked in. He's like, this is where he threw the high noon can.
Yeah. Iconic moment.
So Pickham's all set. He's in.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
His contract's up at the end of the year.
And now that you can't rattle him, it's not the same.
Don't do this again. His contract's fine. He'll be re-signed. Right?
Yeah, he will.
Uh-huh.
He will.
Why? Okay.
He 100% will be re-signed, Kirk. Will he get a raise that he wants? Probably not.
Can you imagine? Good.
Healthy debate.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's doing awesome, right?
Is the worst rated show.
No.
Times longevity we've ever had at Barstool.
It's a critical darling. Not all shows find You don't have to worry about that.
I can't. It's like Arrested Development.
Or Arrested Development. Yes, it's a critic's darling.
Are you being Dave, like saying the worst? Like the ratings are. Yes. He gets numbers.
Big numbers. He's doing well.
Are you being serious, Ryan?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I've seen a couple times, like 1,000 people watching.
Yeah, they do well.
What? When? The third episode?
No, this isn't necessary. This is not. This is doctored. This is almost certainly doctored.
1.1 thousand. 3.1 thousand.
That's total, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, okay,
that's not live.
No, that's how many people total watch the show.
Well, if you put all those people in a room, that's a big room. You'd say that's.
It is.
Look at the one with Nadu though. Go back up.
Well, yeah, Nadu.
There it is. That now right there, that should be the show right there.
It is.
I know.
The longest running, worst performing show we've ever had.
Why are you doing this to him?
There's got to be another one.
I mean, it'll find its audience.
So the only way he can get a raise is by healthy debate.
No, I'm not saying Ryan crushing it.
But he crushes it blogging now, right? Doesn't he do a ton of blogs?
Killing it. He's killing it. Killing it. Well, what Rico will be willing to do for $250,000 is not even. I don't even like to think about that.
Oh. Well, that's what I'm saying. Rico has a job here for life. I like Rico. Great guy. Rico not, but like I'll say is, but he has for years been like the big three, me, Dan, Rico, equal footing, three people on the podium together, gold medal, go down, where raise our hands together up in the air. And he has a show without Dan and I that is the worst rated, longest running show with the most resources we've ever had.
I don't think.
And you think if Pick'em was just you and Dan, you're not losing anything?
We may lose some.
Definitely.
I think you lose.
We may lose some. I think we get more than 1,000 viewers per episode.
It's a loyal crowd, though. I mean, they're there every time. They're there every single time. Are you ready? Are you ready for Survivor? It's a month away.
I know. Yeah, I'm kind of. I don't know what to think. My wife said, "Like, do you have any chance of winning it?" I was like, no, but maybe. Like,
is this a money thing where like your wife like?
No, it's more like you're leaving,
paying attention.
No, I'm gone for 11 straight days. We have Chicklets Cup in London, Ontario. Then I go right to Chicago. So it's more like
that was your doing.
Well, Chicklets Cup was planned way before.
We tried to go even earlier, I think, but that you pushed us all the way out there. You and Biz.
Well, I will say that when I first told you, oh, shucks, I got Chicklets Cup, I can't make it. And you were like, we'll move Survivor. I was like, oh, fuck. Because now, like, they moved the whole show. But going back to what I'm saying, it's not the money. It's just like you're gone that long. Do you have any chance of winning? It's about winning. But I would have said going in, Will had no chance just because, like, athlete, he made some money. But he kind of walked through that thing, watching it back. I've been rewatching it back to try to kind of learn a little bit more. And Will's such a nice guy that he ended up just running away with it. So maybe you just have to be nice, although that can kill you too. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? I
am excited for it though.
To a degree, it's like, can you turn the showman off? That's important. Yeah. Because being a showman and making content, you're like, oh, this is good content, generally will hurt you in the game.
That is true. That is for sure true.
What do you mean? Like, oh, so you'd rather just, if you can just fly under the radar and never be in any funny content, you're better off.
Fights and things like that. So I don't know. I mean, I am looking forward to it. It's going to be a big week, but it's coming up.
Is RA good to go for that?
I don't know. I don't know.
How's he doing? Do we know?
Chatting with the other day, he seems to be doing good. I think he's trying to figure out his living arrangements and stuff, but I don't know if he's going to be ready for the beginning of the year, which is after Survivor. So that kind of
I didn't even know. Yeah. Where is he?
Right? He's just taking a little break. He's taking a little break.
He's in it, right?
He's in it he's now, in it. But and it's 24 people. Who is filling in if RA somehow isn't in it?
I didn't know why. It didn't cross my mind that RA wasn't in it, so I'd have to give it some thought.
Yeah.
Nadu?
I'll have to reach out. Nadu doesn't seem like he's in the mental state to do it.
You know who might not be bad at it is Clemmer.
No, Clemmer would be good. Because Clemmer would get monster fights.
Yeah, you take it.
And Mitzi would also be good because he'd do something.
I thought he was already in.
No, he's not in.
Nicky Smokes would be pretty good.
He was in, then out. So
Yeah.
there's 3 people that all would be good at it.
Yeah. Okay. So but you don't know about RA Witt?
I think he actually emailed me that day.
Who RA did?
No, not sure. Not sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I don't know what's going to happen on this show. I really don't. I don't understand the sleeping arrangements. That's a little, I'm worried about that. I got a herniated disc in my neck, so my bed's very special for me. So I don't know. I mean,
well,
I might not make it.
The sleeping arrangements are going to suck. I can just tell you that right now.
Oh, they'll be better. They'll be better than they were in
New York?
Yeah, way better.
Oh, that's
Places,
true. Chicago's just better. That's true.
100% bigger.
Hey, I'm reading this rundown. How about this dude who got Frank the Tank in a $170 pack of baseball cards and he's fuming?
I saw that.
I kind of get that though. Like, you pay a lot of money, $170 for a pack of cards. Oh, a box of baseball cards. You get the tank.
What is a Frank the Tank? Why would anyone want its autograph here?
He's the worst fan in the world. He threw that fucking first pitch out. I read a tweet that the Mets are like 2-7 since he did it, and he's bitching about them.
That's a curse. That is, yeah. Machine Gun Kelly tweeted at me like yesterday. He was mad because Vibs wrote you guys know who Machine Gun Kelly is?
Yeah, he threw like a stupid first pitch, right, or something.
Megan Fox.
Yeah.
He threw it into the crowd. He signed the baseball, so it's like I gave it to a fan. So he's like, "This is what kind of journalism is this?" And he tagged me.
I didn't see that. Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah.
Yeah, he tagged me. But then the blog was very pro MGK. He didn't read the blog. Vibs was like, I actually like MGK, and it's not that bad a move. Yeah, sign the ball thrown out to people to make someone happy instead of throwing it to the glove is lame. We gave away 10,000 free bags of coffee in the stands. On top of that, such witty, smart, educated, twitted journalism you guys have. First of all, chill out, MGK.
That's sensitive.
Just
settle down, MG. Is he supposed to be like a hard rock star?
Just relax.
Like, is he supposed to be a tough guy?
Well, he's maybe like a bleeding heartthrob. Whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
He didn't read the article. The article
he got it. You know, on Twitter, when you go to post it, you want to read article first. He got that.
Yeah. And it just was one of those auto Barstool where it does the time. But I read the article. It was kissing MGK's ass. So read the article, MGK, before you go all sensitive in your feelings.
Dave, what'd you pay for this horse?
$200,000.
200 G's, just you alone, or you have like a team?
Me alone.
And give me the odds.
It's a champion or what?
Yeah,
no,
do you have any clue?
Well, it's a Nyquist baby, which is a good horse. So horse racing, I'm too broke for, and I have a problem because if I I love horse racing. It's my absolute passion. I love it. I wish I could own a ton of horses. For me, in my financial stature, I would have to have partners, multiple partners. And you go into the winner's circle, there's 10,000 people in the winner's circle. To me, you might as well not even own the horse. Like,
you with crypto. Remember, didn't you not want like full Bitcoin? You didn't want pieces of them? Or am I making that up?
No, you're making that up, I think.
Okay.
Anyways, so it's the sport of kings for a reason. You got billionaires, you got fucking sheiks, oil money. I bought 2 horses myself. This one for $200K, another one for $670,000. So I have 2 gray, and I'm only buying grays. I'm deciding whether my stable name is the flying gray. What was it? The Fabulous Flying Grays or the Go Grays? I think one of those. Only gray.
What a challenge, yeah.
This is a lottery
just
ticket.
under $1 million on your own.
Yeah, and they're lottery tickets. Like, for every one of these horses that are successful, there's probably 200 to 500 who suck.
So it's a horrible investment intellectually. Horrible.
It's like if you're like, hey, I need an NHL hockey player, I'm going to buy Ryan's kid. Like,
right?
Is that kid going to be in the NHL? No, there's a ton of NHL people who have kids who don't make it to the NHL.
What are you paying per month? Trainer.
Yeah, what's a life
lodging?
Right.
I think it's anywhere between $1,400 and $2,000 a month.
That's not that bad.
Well, yeah, because you know what? Secretariat and this horse eat the same hay and have that isn't as bad. Now, You start adding that up. These people have 50 horses, 50 times $2,000 a month. That can get going.
I'm saying this horse you spent $700K on, right? Did that horse have like championship lineage? Was it like two horses that were great, fucked? And
yes.
Then, okay.
Yes. Yeah. That's how this all is.
Right. But I'm saying is $700,000. Is that even close to top shelf price or no?
I think the most expensive horse was like $3 million at auction. And
why is that one more? Or it's auction?
Better lineage, looks better, walks better. Like I went and looked at not this, but I go and look at them as babies.
Do you bring somebody
auction house?
Do you bring somebody?
Yeah. I have people who pick them out and help.
Yeah.
So now, how old is this? Is this a baby? Is this just born?
Yeah, it's one.
Is it start running now, or has it already been running?
No. Well, it's never run. That's the thing. It never has had a jockey on its back. It's never had someone sit on her back.
So you
could have like
total dud. Could
like if Mincy's brother was in the NFL, this could be Mincy.
Yeah, correct. Exactly.
Wow, what a risk.
I know a lot of people get involved in horses. They don't understand the risk. I do. Like I'm not expecting these horses to be great. If they are,
bonus.
Hallelujah. But this is like me losing a bet. I pissed the money in my mind. Money's gone. That's how I look at it.
But with the amount of money you have, like 50 million Nantucket House, 20 million Montauk House, like why wouldn't you just sell Montauk and then buy fucking 20 of these things?
Yeah. Well, Montauk I have for life. You could buy 20 of these things and it's gone in 1 year. There's 20, you go 0 for 20 and be done. Like the people who are buying these horses are billionaires.
Where it doesn't even matter. It's
like I can't just piss away. That's 20 million.
But like the payout, like the payoff, ultimate pay, like how much is Secretariat worth? You know what I mean? What's the return on that $700,000 if it turns out to be
what do you get?
Tens of millions.
Okay, so it's a huge.
Yeah, it's all the breeding. If you hit one of these horses and can make babies, they're worth tens of millions.
So what are you paying? What is somebody paying for like a Nyquist load? Like one of his
right when he
I think the most someone would pay for like I could be wrong. It's like for one shot, like $300,000. I think is the most for like one shot. Like go get impregnated, and then who fucking knows what happens? Baby's born, baby comes out with one hoof, whatever, and now the guy, you know, you can keep doing it.
Right. Well, yeah, obviously, yeah. Okay. All right. Did you see Reags blew out his Achilles in Chicago?
I didn't even know Reags was still with us.
Is that my thing? Is that the first like serious injury in one of these games?
Isn't that guy like the top college basketball blogger?
Nice guy, Dave.
Volume shooter. Say that the guy tears his ACL, and your comment is,
I like Reags. He's a volume shooter, though.
Nice.
He gets his shot. He gets his shots off. He get like
for that.
Yeah, he's a volume shooter.
Not for the next 6 months. He's not.
He can still blog with a fucking torn Achilles.
Very true. I think he said he was going to Ireland on a golf trip.
He told me that. I saw him in Chicago last week. He said he's going like a 12-day trip. He's been playing for 15 years. He blew his Achilles playing in the fucking Olympics at Barstool. Asshole, poor guy.
Funny. That sucks. His boss is saying, does he still work here?
Yeah. I mean, the guy blows out his Achilles playing for you, and you ask if he's still there.
I like taking shots at Reags. I know he's still here. He is one of those all time, though. Like, he's going to one day be like, yeah, I worked at Barstool for 70 years.
Why is that a bad thing?
It's not. But no one would be able to.
Caption guy, the guy you.
No one would ever. No, that's Greeny. No, and Reags though is bad too. Like he'll have a 70-year career and get like I don't know a mug, and nobody will be able to pick him out of a lineup. So mean. I'm sorry.
I mean, what do you think? I blow his Achilles for Christ's sake.
Hey, these type guys make the company go.
I mean, Dave's like, it's not a bad thing. And he just shits all over me.
At his retirement party, somebody brings over a cake, gives it to the wrong person.
He gets a mug.
Oh, fucking Reags.
All right. Anything else, boys?
No.
All right.
Poor guy.
I mean, really, Jesus.
There's no need for that. No need.